Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching Post Market Show. And again, Nifty is on a bearish trend. Bank Nifty is also bearish, and overall markets are bearish. In fact, after US increased its interest rate on Wednesday, markets have been looking slightly bearish. And also after the retail sales data, which was published yesterday in the US, that made the markets even more bearish. The US markets started tumbling almost in 3 days. The indices like Nasdaq wiped out almost 10 percentage, and obviously when the US market is weak, we will see a global weakness, and that is exactly what is happening in all the markets, and our market is not spared as well. So coming to our markets, let us look at the charts and see for ourselves the things that's unfolding. So this what you see is the Nifty's daily chart, and you can see this is a upward trend line which was from 31st October 2022. It was in an uptrend, but finally it broke down below this level today, and 80,327 was also an important support. Nifty broke from that level, and 80,269 is currently where it is, where it has ended, and also it is a huge bearish candle forming in the daily chart. Also in the weekly chart, if you look at it, let's remove the lines, and yeah, you can see again in the last week also the markets ended in the red, and today it's again a huge red candle with a large upward wick, which means bulls tried to take the markets up, but they failed, and finally the markets ended at the lowest point of the week, and that is never a good news. So from there we can expect a further correction towards 18,000, and if that is broken towards 18,000, 17,800 to 900 levels, we can expect markets to take support around those levels in the coming weeks. Now this is on a weekly time frame. Let us go to intraday levels. Looking at 15-minute charts, you can see markets were definitely volatile. It opened with a huge gap down, immediately shot up more than 100 points, and again after 9:30 entire gain was wiped out. Markets broke the day's low, came lower again from 18,270. It shot up till almost the day's high. Again it came down and broke the day's low for the third time, and so it was a very volatile market. 2 times it shot up, and 3 times it fell, broke the day's low. So overall markets were pretty volatile, and it ended at the weakest point of the day. And also if you look at the volumes, we are seeing some interesting candles, huge red candles today forming in Nifty at the last half an hour. So that is also important. So selling with huge volume, and Nifty finally coming under huge selling pressure is what we are seeing. Nifty down by 145 points, ending at 18,269, down by 0.79 percentage. Coming to Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty had a similar story as well. Bank Nifty also was volatile, but it did not end at the lowest point of the day. In fact, it was slightly up, ending at 43,219. But if you look at the daily charts, once again Bank Nifty was quite weak, and almost in 2 days back, it was on Wednesday, it was touching 44,150, and from there today's low was 43,080. So 1,000 points wiped out in Bank Nifty in just a matter of 2 days, and that is indicating that markets are going to be volatile and there is a larger correction ahead. So this is what happens, because again if you look at the weekly chart of Bank Nifty, you can clearly see for 5 consecutive weeks Bank Nifty was trading in an upward trend, and finally a pullback. And if it is going to correct, we can expect into the weekly charts it should come around 41,800 levels. It should come and take support, and from there it can move back up. So this is Bank Nifty's view for the current situation. And coming to other things, let's look at mid cap and small caps. Mid caps again had a bad day, 1.6 percentage down. Nifty small caps also came under selling pressure, down by 0.79 percentage. Talking about major sectoral indices, we have Nifty PSU Bank indices, which is looking pretty weak. And again, there was a a very good upward momentum. If you look at the weekly charts, consecutive green candles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So ninth consecutive week it has ended in the green. So that's, I think, almost more than 2 months it was shooting up like anything. Let us look at the rise from the lower levels. It shot up almost 56% in a matter of 2.5 months. So you can expect some kind of pullback, and people would like to book their profits when things are not looking that well globally. So that is exactly what is happening. PSU Bank Index come falling into correction, almost 3% down, followed by Nifty IT, which was pretty weak already. There was a sharp pullback on the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It tried to move up, but again on Thursday and Friday, entire gain was wiped out. Nifty ending again at a very again at the lowest point of the day. Nifty IT looking pretty weak. Nifty PSU Bank coming under severe selling pressure. Nifty Auto down by 1%. Pharma down by 1%, 1.4%. Energy down by 0.7%. So overall markets were pretty weak, and there is no two ways about it. Talking about some of the large cap stocks, again most of the heavyweights came under selling pressure. And if you are planning to take a short position, M&M is a strong candidate for shorting, because you can see this trend line forming from 21st of November, a triangle breakdown, and you can expect M&M to fall towards almost 1215 to 1200 levels. That is where you can look to take profits, and stop loss is somewhere around 1290 levels. So a good risk to reward setup is being seen. So again, you can see if you can take this trade. State Bank of India, same thing. A parallel channel has formed from 4th of November. It was steadily in an uptrend, but today it closed below the trend line. So again, this indicates a slight bearish momentum, and you can expect it to come and take support around 590 levels, and if that is broken, 586. So these are the levels you can watch out for State Bank of India. Coming to IT stocks, TCS down by 1.19%, TCS also down by 1.96%. And talking about banking stocks, Kotak Bank was pretty weak, and 1850 was a very important level of support, and that is broken today. Markets ending at 1840 levels. So Kotak Bank is looking weak, and if this continues, you can expect it to come and take support around 1750 to 80 levels. So that is there. So these are some of the stocks which fell today, and Canara Bank also coming under severe selling pressure, because we talked about PSU Bank Index. So all the PSU banks are being sold, and that is why the index has fallen by almost 3% today. Coming to major top gainers and losers, almost all the stocks are weak. Nifty heavyweights, TCS, Infosys, Reliance, ICICI Bank, State Bank, all of them top losers, and HDFC Bank was slightly up today. Tata Motors up by 1.18%. Hindustan Unilever up. Tata Steel almost flat. So these are the stocks which went up. They are not in the weightage is very less, so Nifty did not react much to their up move. In fact, Nifty came under huge selling pressure because of these large cap stocks and heavyweight stocks. So that is why Nifty is down so much. And institutional selling figures are again, FIIs continue to sell. They have sold for almost 2000 crores today, 1975 crore to be specific, and DIIs have bought for 1542 crores. So net institutional figure is negative, and overall things are looking pretty weak. If you look at the global markets, let us look at that, and you can see that let's check it. Yeah, US market is pretty weak. If we talk about Nasdaq, it was on Tuesday, the high was 12,100. Now it is trading at 11,100. So if you look at the percentage fall, it is almost fallen 7.8 to 8%, almost 8% fall in a major indices in a matter of 4 days. And same with S&P 500 down by 1.57%, and the same thing, it is down by almost close to 6.5% and plus. So US markets are falling it's in a free fall, in fact, and Dow Jones has also fallen today and it continues to fall. US markets are still open and big huge red candles forming, and the gain which took multiple days and weeks is just all of them are wiped out in a matter of few days. So that is the characteristic of a bear market, or you can say when the markets fall, it falls in a very fast and furious manner, and that is exactly what is happening. So US markets looking pretty weak, and along with that we have to see that other markets has to be weak. German index, after falling after a huge red candle yesterday, today again it fell by 0.6 percentage. The French index is down by 1.08 percentage. UK markets have fallen by 1.6 percentage, and it continues to fall. This is the UK futures, and US VIX is obviously up. It's not significantly up. It is up by 1.7 percentage. India VIX is up by 2.4 percentage, ending above 14. So now it is interesting. VIX is looking like it is reversing from these levels. Now we are slowly moving into a high VIX environment, which means the markets will be more volatile, and possibly we will be seeing more trending markets in the coming days. So brace yourselves for again a rough journey towards the end of December. Let's see how till which level the VIX rises. We can expect it to take resistance around 16 levels. If that is broken, we can expect it to move above 20, and that would be a very volatile market. Crude oil prices. Crude oil price is in a downtrend. There was a pullback and took resistance around 77. It is coming down, and now it is trading at $74.9 per barrel, 1.76% down. In larger time frame, we can expect it to take support around $66, and that target is still maintained. Gold prices are obviously in an uptrend, and when equity markets are not performing, it is gold which moves up, and that is finally happening. Before, we were seeing the global markets were down, equity markets were down, gold was also down, but now we are seeing that gold is following the correct path and it is moving up. It's a contrarian setup. Gold and equity, they are inversely related. So when equity markets go down, gold prices shoot up, and that is what is happening. So it is up 0.8% right now and continues to move up. Dollar index is almost flat. It shot up yesterday, but today it seems to be almost flat. So dollar index should be on an uptrend, because again it is also like gold, it is inversely proportional. So dollar index, if you look at it, let's draw a trend line. It is in a downward trend. So once this trend line is broken, you can expect the dollar to move up. Indian rupee is looking pretty weak. It is trading around 82.7. So it is again big. It is if you look at the all-time high, it was around 83.2. It is trading at 82.7, almost 50 paisa away from its all-time low levels. So that has to be taken care of as well. So let's see. This area looks like a resistance level, because last 3 times markets took resistance around there, came down. So we can expect it to come down from here if things look all right. So that has to be seen. And coming to the other levels, SGX Nifty is indicating 18,315, and it was already trading at a premium, so nothing much has changed over there. But Nifty, we talked about the levels as well. So looking ahead, if you look at the open interest for next expiry, that is on 22nd of December, next Thursday, people have sold a lot of call options. Highest call build up is at 18,400 and then 18,600. So these two levels are important, and put people have sold it at 18,000 levels. So people are expecting 18,000 to 18,400 as a range, and upside 18,500 if that is broken, 500 to 600 if that is broken, then we will expect the markets to become bullish. But that probability is very, very less right now. Same with Bank Nifty as well. 44,000 adding huge OI, and also 43,500 added huge amount of open interest. And intraday, if we look at it, 43,300, 400, 500, all of them added huge open interest. In fact, 43,200 as well where market closed, that also added a huge amount of OI. So indicating that Bank Nifty is also bearish. Slight amount of puts have been at 43,000, but that looks like quite dangerous. Let's see what happens. Put call ratio is 0.68, that indicates bearishness. Nifty's put call ratio is even lower, 0.56, again more bearish than Bank Nifty. So overall things are looking grim, and let's see where the markets take support. And Bank Nifty 43,000 levels to be washed out on the downside, then 42,500, and then 42,000, these levels. So 500 point gaps, you should be watching out for those areas, because they act as supports or resistances psychologically. And Nifty, the levels to watch out are 18,087 and 17,951, and finally 17,800 levels. So watch out for these levels in Nifty. On the upside, like I said, today's high is important. 18,400 can be a stop loss, and then you can wait for the markets to breach 18,600, and then you can take a trade on the bullish side. So until unless that is happening, we will maintain our view of being slightly bearish on the overall markets. So with that, let's see where the US markets end today. It looks like it will be ending in a bearish manner, as the last few days have suggested. So next week can be again a bearish week. So the way markets have rallied in the past couple of months, it's time for a correction or a pullback. But let's hope it's not a trend reversal, and if that happens, we can expect the market to correct even further. So in the coming days, we will be more sure about on which direction the market is headed. So for now, enjoy your weekend, have a very good night, and thank you for watching.